Let's do this together. I declare that God is bringing about new seasons of growth. I will not get stagnant and hold on to the old. I will be open to change, knowing that God has something better in front of me. New doors of opportunity, new relationships, and new levels of favor are in my future. This is my declaration. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Deliberate. My name is Dennis Ngango, and today I have the very special honor of announcing the very first devotion we'll be doing as a collective. Before we get into the video, I just want to say that if you are in a space right now in your life where you need a group of us to come together and pray for your needs, make sure to use the prayer requests form in the description box below. If you would like to be a part of the prayer group praying for these prayer requests, please do email me at deliberatemessages@gmail.com and I'll make sure that we can get connected. To make this very big announcement, I asked fellow content creator and host of Scripture Saturdays, the one and only Rory, to collaborate with me on this video. I hope you do enjoy it, and I hope that you are ready and excited to go on this journey together.
Deliberate video, so it is safe to say that mama, I made it. It is such an honor to be on this journey of becoming deliberate with our walk with God together. So I know I'm not the only person who's heard people say, oh my gosh, God told me 1, 2, 3, God told me 1, 2, 3, and I was like, excuse me, ma'am, are you well? Is everything working okay? You know, because sometimes it just don't make no sense, right? Then you become those people that need to be asked, are you well? And you don't want to be the only one, so then you start recruiting people. So I know now, after I've said all of this, your next question is, well then how do you hear God, ma'am? Are you really well, ma'am? And I just want to say that yes, I'm well. The only thing I'm crazy for is Jesus, period. So with hearing God and that relationship thing, it works the same way you'd start a relationship in real life. So when you get to know a new person, the first time you meet them, it's a bit awkward, you know? What kind of jokes can I make around this person? What kind of person is this person? Like, can I talk about certain things? Can I not talk about certain things? You're just really trying to gauge the situation, right? In the same way with God, we first get saved and then it's a bit awkward, you know? It's like, what do I say? How do you become? You know what I'm saying? But that's where it starts off. Then you're like, okay, you need to have conversations. Conversations come through prayer, spending more time with God and getting to know him through reading his word. So you start reading his word and you get to know the type of person that God is. You know what I'm saying? And when you'll be chilling, for example, and you'll get an idea, and because now you know the type of character God has and the type of things God is for and the type of things God is against, you'll be able to be like, okay, God would like this, God would not like this. So you could be like, okay, is that you, God? Is that you telling me I need to start a YouTube channel? Is that you? You know, because his word will align with it, because you've been spending time in his word and you've been spending time in prayer. And I do want to say that prayer is a conversation. It's not one way. Sometimes you'll be praying, or for me, I journal, so I have a prayer journal, or you'll be writing down your prayers and you'll get your answers in the next scripture that you read, in a Bible plan, in a sermon. You can get God speaking to you through a friend, but you will know it's God. The only way you'll be able to identify who God is if you spend time with him and you have conversations with him the same way you would when you're getting to know any other person and when you're building any other friendship and relationship. The final thing I want to say is not everybody's relationship with God will be the same, because we're all different individuals. The same way the relationship I have with my mother is not the same as the relationship my little sister has with my mother, you know, because I'm grown and she's a kid. But it's not the same, you know. God adapts to the type of person you are. The way God speaks to you is not going to be the same as everybody else's. That's my point. Okay, and I just want to leave you guys with this scripture. Jeremiah 29 verse 12 to 13 says, In those days, when you pray, I will hear you, I will listen. If you look for me wholeheartedly, you will find me. So just keep seeking God, keep looking for Him, and keep pursuing a relationship with Him, and you will have it.
I'm sure by now you've probably put 2 and 2 together. The very first devotion that we're going to be doing is called Hearing the Voice of God, and it is by Pastor Rick Warren, the pastor of Saddleback Church in America and author of the book titled The Purpose-Driven. I really do think that this is an appropriate devotion to start off with for those of you who are just getting back into your conversations with God. And I also think that it's very appropriate to the time that we're in. With all the uncertainty, with the COVID, with the racism, with the violence, a lot of us are wanting to hear from God. And I really do believe that this devotion will help us do exactly that. How it is going to work is we're going to start on the 7th of June, this coming Sunday. And for the next 10 days, we are going to be on this journey. Me and you, we're going to be on this journey together. To access the devotion, you can check out the link for it in the description box below. You will, however, need to have the YouVersion Bible app installed on your phone to have access to the devotion plan. How I would encourage you to go about devotion is to first and foremost do it in your quiet time with God. Take the time that you need, use some of the tips and tools that I discussed in my previous video, and then come to deliberate and then see how I viewed and experienced the devotion for the day. Before we go on this journey together, I'd like to encourage you to maybe just speak to God about it first. Speak to Him about the topic, ask Him to, open up your heart towards this journey that we're going to be on, and put forth some of your requests. I know many of us, myself included, have a couple of questions that I would like God to answer, a couple of things that I'm really not sure about, and I'd love to hear God speak to me about. If you are excited about this devotion and this journey, please make sure to comment below and say I'm in, and also just let me know your thoughts on the topic of hearing God. Are you in a space right now where you are hearing Him clearly? Have you been someone who's always found it easy? Or are you maybe someone like myself where it took time to really discern, is this God or not? Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm super excited to be going on this journey together, and I'm really looking forward to what God will do. Personally, I've done many devotions, but I feel like doing it together in this community will be different. As we go on this journey together, remember your voice, your perspective, all of that counts, and I really want to hear it. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I do hope you enjoyed this video.
Even when I walk through the valley of darkness, I will fear no evil. Fear no evil. Even when I walk through the valley of darkness, I will fear no evil. Fear no evil. Even when I walk through the valley of darkness, I will fear no evil. Fear no evil. Even when I walk through the valley of darkness, I will fear no evil. Fear no evil. He is my shepherd. He restores my soul. He is my shepherd. I could never want. He is my shepherd. He restores my soul. He is my shepherd. I could never want. Even when I walk through the valley of darkness, I will fear no evil. Fear no evil. Even when I walk through the valley of darkness, I will fear no evil. Fear no evil. Even when I walk